Hey, all my salad and fryers. This is Cintron, your host and creator of Salad and Fries. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I am so appreciative for you tuning in each week and making Salad and Fries successful. However, we can continue to be successful in sharing our love with each other by sharing and liking Salad and Fries on Facebook and Instagram. However, just go to our website, which is down here. Go to the website, click on the YouTube link, and subscribe. That's the key. We want to make sure we're subscribing to Salad and Fries. So today's going to be a interesting discussion, to say. It's a topic that I typically avoid, or not that I avoid, but I don't talk about it as much. I talk about it with my friends, but I feel it's just a bridge that I just need to cross. Like, I was working on a book, I was writing a book, and when I got to this part in the writing, I just stopped. Like, I just lost all excitement for the book, because this is a difficult, I don't want to say a difficult topic, but it's been an interesting stage, or a bridge for me to cross. So let's just jump right into it. So today I'm going to talk about love and dating, or my approach to it, or some of the things that have occurred with me. Yes, it's gonna be interesting. So I'm gonna try my best just to go through a few things. So yes, I am currently single. I am not dating. However, at one point, I've been in two relationships. Yeah, two relationships. The first relationship was pretty cool. I was young though, going to college and young. And there were some things that he wanted that I just was not ready for. Like lifetime commitment, boy, stop. So yeah, that fizzled out, because I just wasn't in a mental space at that point in time. And I don't think I was mature enough to be committed to somebody for life. And we really just didn't know each other. It was like, come on, dude, we just met. And like a couple of months in, you're like, Tom, are you ready to get married? Nah, kid, get up out of here with that. However, karma came back and got me. The next relationship, fell in love. Literally fell in love. Guys, met this guy through a mutual friend, and we spent one day together and just talked. And I just was like, oh my gosh, I like this dude. Like, I need to be with him. But yeah, we got to know each other like a month in. I was like hooked. Like, I need to be with you for the rest of your life. I was in college. He was a high school dropout. Yeah, I said that. He was a high school dropout. Yeah. I mean, since then, he has gone back to school. Like, a good thing that came out of us interacting was I motivated him to go back to school to get his GED. But he was a good guy. But nah, just not the right person for me, because what I failed to realize was he was being Prince Charming to me and being very friendly with the other fellas. So, it hit me one night. I went out with some of my friends, and this guy approached me in the club. He was like, to be a smart guy, you date awfully dumb. And I'm like, what is he talking about? And, I just realized, what I was thinking in the back of my head that's been replaying over and over and over. I knew he was cheating. I knew he was doing his thing, but I was like, well, he's treating me well. I feel good. So I just ignored it. When I was growing up, I always tell people in my household, my parents had this rule where you could not do, I guess, extracurricular things or anything outside of fun stuff. Let's say it that way. Fun stuff, unless all your homework was done. I was in college doing the same thing. Like, I can't be in this relationship unless my grades are good, unless my homework is done, unless I'm finished studying. Like, I legit studied so hard. Let me tell you how much I like this dude. I like this dude so much that I didn't even care if anyone knew that I was gay. Like, I didn't care at that point. Like, I was a sophomore in college at that point. I didn't care. I was like, nah, I like him. And my roommates used to tease me all the time. They would be like, so and so called, are you going over tonight? I'm like, Can y'all stay about my business? But that's just how much I liked him. Like, I totally blocked everything out. It was school during the day and him at night. Like, I was committed to that thing. Like, that was my first take on love. Like, my nose was open. Like, I was like, dude, I'm here for you. To the point that when I had a job, I would let him use my car and do whatever it is he needed to do. And then he would pick me up from work. That was the hottest thing ever. I'm getting ready to drop something on you guys and you're going to judge me, but I don't care. I like this dude so much. And I knew he didn't have a lot of money per se. But one day he picked me up from work in my car. Picked me up from work. He was like, yo, I'm gonna take you out to get you something to eat. It's all on me. I've been saving. I am excited because he was like, I washed your car. So I'm like, this dude, he is a good man, Savannah. So we pulled up to the good old McDonald's. I didn't judge him at all. The only thing that went through my mind was this man is about to spend what little money he does have on me because he really likes me. Like, that meant a lot to me. I was like, he is giving his all to be with me. He was like, order whatever you want off the menu. So I'm sitting here like, what? I get what I want. So, I ordered me something. We went back to his house and we chilled and we talked. And we connected on an emotional level. And I think it's probably why I stayed in a relationship. Although I knew he was cheating. It's because we just connected. However, I caught him in the act. And I had to let that go. So that was my first brush of love. Like, I felt like there was nothing that he could do to make me see him in a different light. Like, I thought this dude was perfect. Like, in my mind, he was perfect. And we overlook things when we, how can I say this? Just get caught up in the moment, So that was my first time having my nose open. But little did I know I was going to fall deeper later in life with someone else. So things progressed, graduated from college, went home for a little bit, and then I moved to Atlanta. So I get to Atlanta, y'all. I am like, you know what? I'm definitely going to get me this is like circa 2005. So I'm like, yeah, I'm about to get me a date. I'm about to get this good job over here, about to get me a little boo. And then hopefully in a couple of years, I get married and have me some kids. And then all will be perfect, right? Wrong. I get to Atlanta. I go on my first date. Show up. I talk to dude. I'm like, he acting real funny. So he tells me at the end of the date, he was like, yo, you're a nice guy. You're very nice, but you too skinny for me. What? I'm too what? He was like, dude, yeah, you too skinny. I don't like skinny dudes. I like dudes with a little meat on their bones. So I'm like, that's a first. And, I thought skinny was in. I thought skinny was the thing. So fine. Gain a little weight. Next thing I know, oh, you too fat. This is from other dudes. So I'm like, first I'm too skinny. Now I'm too fat. Like, make your mind up. Is there a healthy median? Here's the problem. I was doing it for their approval and not my approval. How many times are we doing that to be in a relationship? We're changing ourselves, changing our hair, changing the way we do our thing for life, where we live, where we work, how we interact with our friends, how we interact with our families. We're changing ourselves just to fit in somebody else's mold, just to be in a relationship. That is taxing. Like, when I say taxing, like, that is ridiculous. Like, who even, I'm spazzing. Let me reel it in. I told y'all this was a hard one for me. So fast forward. Met a guy, I want to say around 2011. I had just moved back to Atlanta from DC. And some friends were going out to this party. And it was an all black party in Atlanta. So I was like, okay. I was like, I don't really want to go. But it was like, no, just get out. Let's just come. Just meet us here and let's blah, blah, blah. So I go to the party. Like, I just go hang out. I wasn't even trying to meet nobody. I didn't get all extra jazzy up. I just was like, Let me just go hang out and have fun. The goal was just to have fun, not to meet anybody. Walk inside, I'm hanging with my crew, we drinking and, just having a good old time. My dumb self looks to the left. Well, my left, your right. And there he is, cheesing. All I see is teeth. All I hear is, ah. Like, you guys don't understand. Like, the minute I saw this guy, everything stopped. Everything around me stopped. Nothing else mattered at that point. All I saw was the smile and this energy. And all I know was what was going on in my head was I need to investigate. So, I got a little closer, made a couple of jokes, laughed with some of my friends. And, he started laughing too. And I was like, what you laughing at? Like, why you all up in this? Like, why you over here in our conversation? He was like, I'm just here, just chilling. So I liked his response. Like, he just had good energy. It wasn't that typical Atlanta scene energy of which you guys know about. But, it was some good energy. And all I know was my universe was saying, yes, you need this. And so, I didn't really talk to him because I was still going through that phase of, well, my man's going to approach me and he's going to ask me out and he's going to ask me on a date. That's how I was at that time. So I was like, okay, this closed mouth will be fine. Closed mouths don't get fed on the boulevard. I'm just saying. But I was like, if it's meant to be, he's going to ask for my number tonight before he left. So, I saw him around the joint that night, but I didn't really pay him any attention. Next thing I know, he is gone. You hear me? Gone, gone. So I am devastated. At this point, my night is over. Like, my night is over, finished, done, kaput. Like, I am done. My friends are like, you okay? I was like, no, I think I need to go home. I've had enough to drink. I need to go home. When really my insides are saying, I feel horrible because my future husband done walked out. He hasn't asked me for my phone number. Like, my world just crumbled. Because this man didn't talk to me or because I didn't go talk to him. Fine, it's all good. So I get home and I literally prayed. And said, Lord, if it's meant for me to be with this young man, you'll let our paths cross again. Please let our paths cross again because I feel like he's my soulmate. Guys, I remember that prayer because I remember I was going in praying hard. Like, I need this man in my life. I just got back to Atlanta. He is super amazing. I haven't even had a full conversation with this guy. All I knew was his energy, his aura beckoned all of me. Like, all of me. So fine. Fast forward 2 weeks later, I am still having a tizzy pissy party because I started beating myself up saying I let a perfect opportunity walk out the door because, A, nerves, B, you're like, okay, he should come to me, and just C, it's just one of those things where I don't know. My mind was just someplace else. Well, lo and behold, we ended up being in a mutual space, Facebook, and that message popped up. Bloom. I look at the picture and I literally start to cry because I am like, oh, that prayer worked. Like, that's the only thing that was going through my mind. Like, oh my gosh, all this prayer has worked. And we started talking and I felt like it was destined. I felt like everything was coming together. And then he asked for my number, or we exchanged numbers, and then we agreed to meet. And I was going through so much mentally to prepare myself to meet this man. Like, the only thing that was going through my mind was, this could be my future husband. This is a great guy. He wants to get together. It's just he and I. I prayed for this. This has to be it. Great. I will accomplish some of my goals and dreams before I even turn 30. I am excited, right? Fine. We go to breakfast. I meet him, and it's like the world stopped when I walked through the door. I saw him, and the world literally stopped. Like, it was amazing, the energy that he had. Just seeing him stand there and smile, it just meant so much to me. So breakfast was amazing. Somehow we got on the whole dating thing. And the statement, I did ask, how he viewed relationships. Did he want to be in a relationship? And the statement at that time was, I do not know what I want to do as it relates to dating. Hear me clearly. He directly said, I do not know what I want to do as it relates to dating. But what did I hear? I heard, well, I just met you and I don't know what I want to do with you just yet. But if you hold on and you put in a little work to the tune of 5 years, maybe we can be together. That's what I heard, but that's not what he said at all. See, we make up things that we think we hear when we need to learn how to just listen to what they are directly saying. He directly told me what he was thinking and how he was feeling. However, me being the person I am, I interpreted it the way I wanted to interpret it. He really likes me. This is the universe bringing us together, and he's just unclear right now what he wants to do. It's our first date, although it wasn't a date. It was just two guys meeting for breakfast. That's it. But in my head, it was a date. That was a date. So we continued to talk. His birthday was coming up. And guys, I felt like I needed to really impress this man, show him how much I really like him. I was doing event planning in Atlanta. I literally contacted a lot of my contacts in the city. I said, there's a guy that I really want to impress. I want to wow him. What is it that we can do? It was planned that we were going to go out to dinner to this restaurant that was going to have a pre-selected menu. We're going to have our own area to sit, and we were going to eat. Then we were going to leave the restaurant. And then one of my other friends who was big in the hotel industry in Atlanta was going to have everything set up for us to do, like dessert and wine and conversations. Like, I was pulling out all the stops for this man that I was not even dating. So I was ready for his birthday, knew when his birthday was coming, and I was going to surprise him. So I was like, I need you to be free on this date. And he was like, well, I can't be free. And I was like, but why? I was like, it's your birthday. He was like, well, I may have some other things that I have to do, and I don't really celebrate my birthday. So in my head, I'm saying, okay, maybe he's just playing hard to get. Maybe he wants to know that I'm planning something. I'm like, damn, I could never surprise this dude. However, I just came out and just told him, well, I wanted to take you out and I wanted to do this and I want to do that. And essentially, he directly, not indirectly, but he directly just basically said, nah, kid, I'm good. But what did I hear? Again, what did I hear? I just don't want it right now. It's just too early. So I called my friends and, it's okay. Like, I had connections, so it was fine to cancel everything. Fast forward, I am mentally caught up in this relationship with this man. Like, he just doesn't realize who I am and what I can be to him. Like, I legit like this guy because inside I was feeling safe, secure, connected, loved, and wanted. I don't know why I was feeling that, but something just kept saying, this is the one. So either way, fast forward, I'm going back and forth in my head. He's supporting me with some of the things that I do as far as my business. And I always thought, I was like, he's supporting my business. He has to like me. When really, I think he just really wanted to be a good friend. He really just wanted to be a good friend, but I couldn't see that. The only thing I saw was this man loves me and I love him, and we are going to be together and we're going to have this fabulous family and ride off into the sunset. No sunset took place, unfortunately. So I was presented with an opportunity to leave the country to go teach fitness abroad. And so I said, this is going to be the final test. I'm going to reach out to this man and I'm going to let him know that I have a job opportunity that's going to require me to leave Atlanta and leave the United States, but I'll be willing to stay for the right opportunity and the right reason. And I wanted him to say, don't take the job. I wanted him to say, stay. I wanted him to say, I love you and I want to be with you. But the only thing he said was, yeah, I want some of the same things you want. I want a family. I want love. I want all that good stuff. But see, what he didn't say was, I want it with you. But what I heard in my head, again, my mental prison, what I heard in my head was, well, I'm torn. I don't know what to do. Like, I don't want you to leave. Stay. I really want you to stay. This man ain't never told me to stay. Never. This man hadn't expressed any of that. So here I go in my head, packed my bags, told him when I was leaving. Y'all, this is how dramatic I am. I said, he's going to show up at the airport. We going to pull out how Stella got her groove bag. I'm going to be Winston and he's gonna be Stella and he's gonna say, have you ever considered Stanford? Well, I got to the airport. Literally, I got to the airport and I stood in the lobby at the airport because I was like, this man is gonna find me. I stood in the middle of the lobby because I wanted this man to find me. Y'all, it got time for me to check in so I could get on this 21-hour flight to Australia. Well, my journey to Australia, then to New Zealand. I go through the security and I am literally starting to cry because at this point, he is not there. I feel like my world has fallen apart. So I get on the plane, I cry all the way to where I'm going. And they're like, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm fine. And in my head, I'm like, my world is falling apart because this man don't love me. Get to the other side of the world. Perfect job, you guys. Perfect job. So I'm getting ready to reveal something to you guys that I haven't ever really revealed to anyone. So shortly after getting my job, I loved traveling. I loved being out of the country. Guys, I worked in Australia, New Zealand, Indonesia, the French Polynesian Islands. I worked everywhere abroad, right? So 6 months in, opportunity came to change opportunities within the company because they were phasing out parts of my job. So I was like, okay, well, let me look at something else. I said, nope, I want to go home to my man. I gave up a perfect opportunity because I said I want to be married and I want to come home and get my husband back, get my life back. Me and this man ain't dating, nothing. I came back to the U.S. Yes, I came back to the U.S. because I wanted a family. And I felt like the job that I had or the career that I had, as fabulous as it was, I felt that it wasn't going to open the door for me to be in a relationship with the person that I wanted to be with. So I ended up coming back home, ended up back in the same mental prison, the same rut. Now, there was a lesson just now that we missed. I left the country. So technically I was running from the problem. I never addressed my own personal problem. Left it here, came back and picked it up. How many of you do that? Run away from your issues, run away from your dates, leave them there, don't resolve them. Then you come back and pick them up. Or some of you just take them to the next city or the next relationship and don't actually deal with them when you need to deal with them. And then it just festers and continues to grow because you don't deal with your own insecurities or your own mental prisons. Think about that real quick. So either way, fast forward, I moved back to the United States. He and I started back talking again. I am excited. Guys, I'm in a mental prison hell because I'm like, when is he going to ask me out? When is he going to marry me? When at the end of the day, the boy just wanted to be my friend. He literally just wanted to be my friend, but I could not accept that. I couldn't accept that. And I honestly do feel and believe that I was in love. I was in love with him. I loved this man. However, the love that I had for him was not the love that he had for me. Do I feel bad for loving someone who didn't love me the same way? No, it was an opportunity for me to learn and grow and experience something. But it was also a way for me to learn that, boo boo, stay out your head. Let them, whatever they say to you directly, that is what they're saying. Now, their words and their actions should align. But if their words and actions and energy don't align, please look at it for what it is. Don't try to make up something that's not there. Don't try to create a relationship that's not there. That's how cuckoos are born. But see, I wasn't cuckoo. I wasn't that cuckoo where I would sit and stay in that prison. And you know, he was very instrumental in me moving forward in my life as it relates to some of the things that I was doing in my career. Like, he was very helpful. And I had to learn how to turn that love for him in a relationship capacity into something of a friendship. I had to learn to recognize he genuinely really wants to be your friend. He genuinely really wants to see you successful. Stop reading into what he's not saying and listening to directly what he is saying. If he doesn't say it, that's not what he's trying to say. He has great energy. That's just the person he is. So I learned to identify the energy that I want to see in my significant other through my interaction with him. I had to realize that although this was the person that I thought was supposed to be with me, he was just there to give me a glimpse, or as one of my friends would say, he was like, he's the prototype of what I want to be with or whom I'm going to be with. To package him totally, or to package that energy, to package those characteristics, is what I had to learn to look at. Look at the characteristics. These are the things that you want to see in your relationships and your friendships. A good friendship foundation has been set. This is what you need to do going forward with those who you would like to date or who have a mutual like for you, and recognize that he likes you just as much as you like him, and not it being one-sided. I can't do one-sided situationships anymore. But I learned through him a valuable lesson to be open to love from a friend, but not necessarily intimacy as it relates to a personal one-on-one relationship. This can go in many different directions because it's so much I want to say about the situation. But I'm grateful. I'm very thankful that I did experience this. And if you're currently going through it, just evaluate it. Am I in a relationship with myself, in my head, with somebody else? Or am I in a situationship? Sit and look at it. Evaluate it. What is it giving you? What is he or she saying to you directly? And you can look at what they're saying indirectly. But please don't be like me. Don't be in a relationship in your head, because relationships in your head ain't nothing cute. Nothing cute at all. However, I hope this was helpful, and I'm glad that I was able to cross this bridge finally, because listen, I don't really like talking about this. I don't really like writing about it, because at the end of the day, it makes you sit and look like you a cuckoo. Well, I mean, it does make you like a cuckoo bird, but it don't matter. It's all good though. I'm so glad you guys are here. I'm so glad you guys are still watching and still paying attention. We have many more things that are coming your way. Our interview series is getting ready to start. It's getting hot, hot, hot. Guys, these people that are going to be interviewed, I love them. Their energy is amazing. So I know you guys are like, can he stop talking about it and just do it? I am. It's just the Rona slowing me down. But I think July is when you guys may start seeing some of these interviews. Also, to my Chronicles of China fans, Chronicles of China is starting July 1st. So you can go to mychina.com and you'll be able to read all the old stories. I wonder who's going to be coming back. I heard London Bay had something to do with a recent trip. However, stay tuned for your Chronicles of China. But thank you guys so much for viewing Salad and Fries. Don't forget to like, share, and like us some more on Facebook and Instagram. Go to our website and make sure you're clicking on that YouTube link so you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, and make sure you're sharing that YouTube link. Come on, guys, come on. There's no crouton of the week or salad dressing of the week, but there will be a new salad dressing of the week and crouton of the week next week. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Love you much. And I will see you soon. Don't forget, share, like, and share some more.